I'm making this here video because I'm getting tired of hearing about debate. There's a light back there. Hang on. Alright. I am making this video because there's a lot of debate about abortion issue, and I'll tell you my experience, and it will answer your question. No two ways about it. If you decide you're going to have an abortion after hearing this, I guess that's your problem, because you will have heard this and you will have learned when a baby is a human being. So, to begin with, in 1975, I recall that day similar to older boomer people would recall when Kennedy was shot, where they were at, what they were told, who told them. And on that day, I remember about 10 minutes after intercourse with my new wife that I told her I thought she was pregnant. I remember the date. Oh, not the date. I remember the time of day, where we were at, what room we were in, the address, what city, everything. Like I say, it was like somebody telling you about 9/11 or whatever fateful event you were subject to. And 9 months later, she had our first child. Yeah, she thought I was crazy or something, said something to that effect at the time, whenever I told her. But that wasn't the end of the story. She got endometriosis and couldn't have any more children. And endometriosis is where your endometrial cells grow outside of your uterus or whatever, and you can't conceive or something like, I don't know all the details. So basically, we wanted more children, and she did go in for another operation to fix that. But I think it's because she had the C-section that it caused the cells to get on the outside of the uterine wall. I'm not certain, but anyway, that's what happened. So we tried for 8 years. Went through everything you could imagine, and I might be fishing and have to throw down my fishing pole and come like a service the situation. If you're a cowboy, that's the way we talk. So anyway, couldn't have a baby. We were trying to adopt. It was rather difficult too, through the Catholic community social services. But what happened next was that, just like before, there was apparently another human in with the three of us. And I said, yeah, I think you're pregnant. I remember the time of night and where we had been. It was a different house. It was in the dining room, and why, I don't know. She wasn't supposed to be able to get pregnant, but 9 months later she had another baby. I'm not sure if I told her that I thought she was pregnant at that time or not. I might have, but she didn't listen to much what I said anyway, so. uh, Needless to say, she called it a miracle baby, and she had no idea. I don't think that what kind of miracle it was. So I don't know why I was able to know this. I know why I think I was able to know this. But for those of you that are questioning having an abortion and wondering when conception begins, I'm answering your question. Because about a year later, we were in another residence. I was building a house. And we were upstairs this time in an 8-frame house. And I remember the town, the time of day where we had been. Boom. And just like somebody telling you about the Twin Towers, I remembered again. And I think I told her I might have refrained from telling her this and avoid the you're an idiot connotation. So, but needless to say, it didn't matter because it was true. 9 months later, she had our third child. So, point of this whole revelation to you is that I didn't really tell anybody much about this until I was remarried and with my able to speak freely about it because I in a way I kind of didn't know if anybody else went through this. I'm the guy, So that's not only is there more to life than feeling it inside you. It wasn't inside me. Guys can't get pregnant no matter what bullshit you hear. That ain't even go. That's just, refresh your memory a little bit about what life is. So I'm the guy, I couldn't get pregnant, and I knew she was pregnant. And I'll tell you something else. It never occurred any other time before, any other time after. Because I was remarried and I kind of looked for it. And I never felt it, heard it, or however it was about 10 minutes after conception, after intercourse. So maybe 15. So if you have time to go get an abortion in about 15 minutes after you have sex, unprotected sex, that you were too stupid to take care of, then maybe you won't be considered a murderer. But if you don't get there before then, and you've heard this, now you know. I don't know why I was shown that. Maybe that's because to give you this message. If a child is coming into your life, I don't know, it's an honor for them to, because they're going to be a brand new slate, and they will not know anything but you, because you are the parents. So I don't know why anybody decides they can't, take care of using prophylactic or something, because if you, as a guy, had any spirituality, which apparently I don't know how many of you do, and you felt that she was pregnant, I think you'd be going with her to, I mean, not such a thing as hell, but you'd have to be coming back here again and paying your dues or something. You won't go forward with a better place because you didn't pass a test here. That's what my judgment on it. You can judge whatever you want. All I'm telling you is facts. There's no odds that I bet an odds maker couldn't even begin to make up what the odds were that 3 times in a row I was exactly correct. Wow. That's like I said, the only 3 times. So that tells you that you want a judge to tell you or a biologist or something. They don't know. Well, how does anybody know? You know how they know? Well, what I'm telling you. I take a lie detector test, whatever, doesn't make any difference. That's what happened. That means maybe it happened for that reason, to give you whoever it is that is receiving this message thinking of an abortion and hears it and stops. Maybe that's why it happened. But I guarantee you, it wasn't something I was talking about every day. It was like, well, just, in private. I don't know if I even thought that other people realized it. But nobody I've talked to has. So maybe for that reason, I made this video. I know it's terrible, the light's terrible. I don't care. It's a message. It's what I'm telling you. I turn the video off, listen to the sound. That's fine. Maybe it's just as bad. I don't know. But the message is there. And if you decide to go through with it after you hear this, and you've heard it, golly, must be a reason you're hearing it, from my guess, because there's a lot of spirituality in this world that a lot of people are not listening to. They're not listening to their heart at all when it comes to the lies from the pandemic, anything else. So that's about all I'm going to say about it, because that's just what happened, and I don't know if there's anything else I can do other than tell you. And I hope maybe somebody will play this video that has a following. I don't have much of anybody on this. I don't have time for it. But this silliness is coming out, and people cheering over aborting a life. And that means, are you so stupid that somebody's cheering over you dying? Are you? Maybe you who cheer for it should have been the one aborted. As bad as that sounds. But I can say it because I've been washed. And I know it wouldn't really mean it. But I wouldn't have the power to, but whatever has the power of spirituality in this world, and you do that, they're going to know. If I can know that my new wife is pregnant 10 minutes after she conceived, 3 times in a row, only those 3 times, not before, not after, there is some spirituality in this world that's going to find and tell you that you did wrong. And if you're hearing this and you have any question about it, if you've already done it, it's too late. No, you can't fret about it. You were stupid. You were ignorant. You were ignorant. Okay, now you have knowledge. You have knowledge because I just told you, and I don't know where it came from, why it came from, but I do know that I must have been meant to put the message out, and obviously I'm not a spokesman, but I am telling it. And not eloquently or anything else, but that's not meant to be eloquent. If you're considering murdering your own child, you don't deserve eloquence in my books. You want to be free to run around and do it some more? Go ahead, but that's the only life you're going to have. But I'm not, that's your choice. And whoever's powers it be that let me have the knowledge of when life begins has a lot more power and a lot more judgment than I do. And the thing that I know is that whoever's doing the judging is not the God of the Old Testament, but it's the living God of the New Testament. That might confuse a lot of people, but it might also clear up a lot of things for you. Mankind kidnapped a lot of the Old Testament for their own power and control. It's to be interpreted, but it's not what Jesus taught. You know, that's a fact too. I don't know to get into that. I'm just telling you that's the end of this video now, because one lesson at a time. Other than I said that so that if you do ask for becoming closer to your maker, maybe that'll help you understand, because just like your government lies, just like everyone else lies, media lies, mankind has also lied about the Bible and has not led you in the right direction, and hasn't, and the devil has rewritten it to not let you believe. He's not a fan of you, but whether I'm doing my duty or whether I feel like it's been a great life for me, because I've believed for a long, long time. And been taken care of, and maybe I won't have to go through this again. Except the ones I love will be with me next time in the nether world, whatever it is, dimension, however you want to believe it. But there is obviously more to this. If I can get a message of pregnancy 3 times in a row like that, little more to this whole theater than meets the eye. And weakling government leaders are not ones you should follow. Incredible that anyone would do it. Okay, I'm going to cut it off. So that's it, my message for now. I'll try to get this to somebody that can use it. Yeah, I got to put a name on it and everything. So anyway, there it is. Maybe our creator will help me. Oh, our creator will help me give a name that whoever he's trying to get this message to hears it. But I'm sure it'll be better than what I can do. And you'll understand someday if he's trying to get a hold of you. All right. Peace out.